everybody, I'm Joe the Disney Guy, and Merry Christmas everyone! This week, instead of a normal review, I figured I'd kind of indulge myself a little bit and share with you guys something that always makes me feel nostalgic around this time of year. But first, let's have a bit of background. So growing up in the 90s, I, like a lot of kids, had a ton of Disney-related VHSs, and some of my favorite ones were the Disney sing-alongs. These are videos that, surprise surprise, featured Disney songs with lyrics to help you sing along. I have no shame in admitting that the way I learned the lines to a lot of my favorite Disney songs, and even learned about some of the older Disney movies, was through these sing-along videos. Take Zippity Doo-Dah for example. I'd never heard of Song of the South at the time, but I did know the song from one of my tapes. Another one of my favorite traditions as a kid was the day after Thanksgiving. That was always the time in my family when we would break out the Christmas decorations, and more importantly, the Christmas movies. One of my favorite Christmas tapes when I was little was, you guessed it, a Christmas-themed Disney sing-along. Admittedly, is this the greatest Christmas-themed Disney product out there? No, but like I said, this is just a fun piece of nostalgia for me. So without any further ado, let's take a look at Disney's 12 Days of Christmas. So the video starts out with an original song actually, called Merry Christmas to You, and immediately we get a feel for what sort of video this is going to be, with a mix of live-action mascots and some awfully dated 90s video graphics. Honestly, I always kind of preferred the sing-alongs with the live characters. It always made it feel, I don't know, more real to me as a kid, I guess, and it was always fun seeing the mascots interact with each other. Regardless of the cheesy effects, it is a fun little song, but the visuals are a little strange. It's basically a preview of what's to come in the video, which I always found odd because that seems more like something you'd put at the end of a video than at the beginning. Oh well, regardless, the next song is Deck the Halls, and it sort of begins our quote-unquote story of the video. Mickey and Minnie are out in a cabin and all of their friends come over to help them decorate for Christmas. This is also the first instance of everybody's favorite part of these sing-alongs, the bouncing Mickey head for the lyrics. The bouncing ball is basically the embodiment of nostalgia for me. We also see the start of some of the sillier aspects of dealing with live-action characters, including the world's largest harmonica and this very strange line.
I sent that to myself.
Alright, I got a few questions here. First and foremost, who mails a Christmas card to themselves? Second, I thought this was Mickey and Minnie's cabin, so how did something that Scrooge mailed to himself end up there? And third, that card is clearly from Snow White. Why on earth is Scrooge McDuck sending out Snow White's Christmas cards? Oh, Disney sing-along logic, how I've missed you. Next up is another original song, Dear Santa, where Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy all tell Santa what they want for Christmas. It's actually a clever little song, where the boys ask for everyone else to get presents that benefit them, and a ton of product placement related things for themselves. I mean, seriously, isn't it kind of odd for them to be asking for DuckTales comic books? Whereas the adults are a little more selfless in what they ask for. I think the funniest part about the song is the woefully outdated computer the boys use. But in fairness, back when I was a kid, emailing Santa did seem like the coolest, most modern thing you could ever imagine. The next song is Jingle Bells, which the whole gang sings while on a sleigh ride. Not much to say about this song, aside from the fact that evidently Pluto's the strongest dog in the universe. I mean, he's carrying 8 people and a tree in a sleigh by himself. Mickey should really consider entering Pluto into the Iditarod, because not only is he carrying all of that, but look at the speed.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Pluto's meant to be a race dog, who knew? Then, we have another original song, Snow Ho Ho, where everyone is just out playing in the snow while singing a song that is essentially a combination of elements of Let It Snow and Winter Wonderland. I remember always being jealous of the kids in this song because, I mean, how cool would it be to play in the snow with actual Disney characters? Though, let's be honest, the boys and Donald were holding back on that snowball fight. They've done far worse in the past. This song also takes credit for trippiest effect in the entire video. Seriously, I'm getting motion sickness just watching this. But it's a fun song showing off a fun atmosphere, and it actually makes me want to go out and play in the snow, which admittedly is quite the accomplishment. But speaking of fun, the next song is another original called Hip Hop Noel, and oh boy are we in for a treat. The scene shifts to Santa's workshop, and the elves call the big guy to ask Santa for a quick break. He obliges, and what follows is some of the lamest 90s hip-hop you've ever experienced. I wish that I was witty enough to describe this properly, but it's just easier if I let you guys hear it for yourselves.
Hip-hop Noel, bring with a beat that a beat can groove to. Non-stop hip-hop Noel. Hip-hop Noel, we're here with the cheer, let the spirit move you. Oh, we groove so well.
I gotta say, for as ridiculous as this song is, it's still the one from this tape that's most stuck in my head to this day. It may be lame, but it's the catchiest kind of lame, and that's fine by me. Hip Hop Noel, for as silly as it seems, is still one of the reasons that this video is so memorable for me, so I have to at least appreciate it for that. So how in the world do we top dancing elves and reindeer? Well, by bringing the dancing elves back to interact with Huey, Dewey, and Louie in a song called He Delivers. It's Christmas Eve, and Dewey and Louie are trying to convince their brother that Santa really does exist. But hold on a second. Just a few songs earlier, Huey was writing a letter to Santa telling him what he wanted. What changed over a few hours? Well, once the dancing elves make their way into the house, Huey declares that he believes, and they all dance and sing while Santa sneaks in to drop off presents. I gotta say, I kinda like Santa's new method of sending in dancing elves to distract the kids while he drops off presents. Works way easier than waiting for those insomniacs to go to sleep. Then we have probably my favorite song on the tape, The 12 Days of Christmas. Obviously, the song is a classic, but I just love how they present it in this video. Honestly, The 12 Days of Christmas can be a pretty redundant song, but between the antics of the different characters and the little animated slides, I never find myself getting bored with this version of it. Though, Scrooge, those 5 rings definitely aren't golden. You know, this is actually how I learned the lines of the 12 Days of Christmas, and I still envision those animations whenever I hear somebody sing the song today. Including Scrooge's 5 golden but not so golden rings. A classic song sung by classic characters is about as good as it gets. Next is Goofy's big number in the video, An Elephant for Christmas. This is another one of those strange yet oddly catchy songs where Goofy sings about how what he wants most for Christmas is a pet elephant, and yeah, it's as crazy as it sounds. There's even a sequence where Goofy tap dances with elephants. You can't make this stuff up. I think that somebody let Goofy into that barrel that Dumbo was drinking from. And anyway, when did Goofy start liking elephants so much? The song is definitely out there, but for some reason, Goofy's childlike personality in the song really does come off as endearing. Then we have one of the cooler songs in the video, Here Comes Santa. The song is pretty upbeat and about the joy of Christmas time, but what really makes this song fun is that it takes place during Disney's Christmas parade, which is always cool to see. Something about a Disney parade just brings out the kid in me, and evidently seeing one on tape is no different. It's also kind of fun to see all these various characters we become acquainted with in the various songs participating in the parade alongside the classic Disney characters. Finally, we wrap up in front of the Disney castle with 2 classic Christmas songs, Oh Christmas Tree and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Oh Christmas Tree is sung by the choir from the 12 Days of Christmas, and it really is a pretty version of the song. From there, it goes right into We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and we get to see all of the Disney characters, not just the ones we've seen in the video so far, celebrating Christmas together. I know I said I was confused why Merry Christmas to You wasn't the last song in the video, but then you hear this finale and you understand why. It's the perfect end of the video, and it leaves you with all the warm and fuzzy feelings of Christmas. Overall, Disney's 12 Days of Christmas is a pretty solid video. Yeah, it has some silliness in it, but I have no shame in admitting that I find myself going back to it just about every year around Christmas time, and it really gets me in the mood for the season. There's just so much to like about this video. Yeah, my nostalgia glasses are pretty firmly on with this one, but I do think that there's a good blend of traditional and original songs, and honestly, for live-action characters, I think that they all have and portray the personalities we've come to know and love. If you love Christmas and you love Disney, I recommend that you give this video a look. Yeah, it's a little silly and sort of childish, but it embodies the feelings of the Christmas season. And what more can you ask for than that? Well guys, that wraps it up for me this week. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what sorts of Disney things you do around the holiday season. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out last week's video and next week's video. And of course, here's to wishing everybody a happy and healthy holiday. And I'll see you all next time.